Christmas is sharing. So what good is all this fantastic coffee from 25 different countries in the world if I don't share it with somebody else? So I'm at my parents' house. I'm gonna do the coffee of the day real quick. And we have a lot of stuff going on today. Today's gonna be a great day. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. The oldest rule in the book of making a good story or a good video is show, don't tell. But I'm so excited. I have to do a little teaser, because if I just tell you what we're gonna do today, it's less exciting than if I just show you. But there's too many good things going on. So a couple things today that we're gonna cover is a tiny dive into my long distance marriage and what we're doing about that for Christmas. And then I wanna answer a interesting question that I was thinking about of how long should you have your running shoes before they need to be replaced? But before we get into any of that information for today's video, we have to start out with our coffee of the day. So let's go ahead and see what we have for today. Today is December 3rd, 22 days till Christmas. That's pretty sweet. Today's coffee is from Guatemala. Don't even know where that is, to be honest with you. This is actually an organic coffee, which is pretty cool. And the taste notes in this coffee are gonna be cherry, chocolate, and sweet. The acidity is medium. And I wanted to mention as well, yesterday's coffee was from Ethiopia. Obviously I had that one off camera. The Ethiopian coffee, I noticed the acidity was high. I think maybe that's why I didn't like it as much. Today's coffee and then the Honduras coffee from December 1st, those are both medium coffees by acidity. So I'm thinking maybe the higher the acidity, the less I like it, because it's a little sour. So I'm hoping today's coffee is better than a 5.8 out of 10. It's definitely not your typical December day in Ohio. It's 46 degrees. It's kind of been raining all day and it's really dark. You can't even see like any sun at all. So it's kind of like a nasty day, but at the same time, 46 degrees. I do have hopes to go for a run today. Obviously, the last video I announced that I'll be running in January for a 10-mile run, Dave's Yeti Run. So I got some work to do on that. So today I have plans to run another 5K. As long as I have a light jacket on, I think it'll be just fine. Come on, let's go make coffee. There you are. Well, it's like very weak. I don't know, interesting.
Got a strong, one of the flavors in there.
Oh crap. Try it? Yeah. Try it. It's not too hot. Interesting. It's kind of weak.
Weak is a good word, yeah.
Very interesting coffee, I must admit. The best coffee by far, I knew I underranked it, was the coffee from Honduras. I gave that a 7 out of 10. Probably should have given that an 8 out of 10. The Ethiopian coffee was a 5.8. This one, I'm gonna do 5.5. Kind of disappointed. It had a weird aftertaste. It didn't have a strong coffee flavor. It was a little too sweet. It almost tasted like it needed to be brewed longer. So you can do 4 to 8 minutes. I did 5, which I'm doing for everyone to keep it consistent. And then as far as the strength, it was still medium, and it was a 3 out of 5 for strength. So I don't know, just wasn't my favorite. Guatemala let me down. So we're on back-to-back days of sub-6 scores. So whatever's on deck for the next day has got to be better, because we're kind of on a 2 coffee losing streak right now. So we got to pick up the pace here. The weather has taken a turn for the worse. It's so windy and nasty. This camera I'm holding cannot get wet, so potentially going to postpone the 5K. But what I need to do instead is I'm going to build a gingerbread house. I'm going to be in competition with my wife, who is states away. So we're going to have a little competition. So I have to go to the store and pick up the gingerbread house. Well, this weather has taken a turn for the worst, so no 5K today. I have no idea what I was thinking, how I thought it would be a good idea. The sun never came up today, not once. It was just this cloudy, overcast, like darkness all day, so kind of a sad day. My wife and I got married in May of this year. Because she's in school and I've already graduated, I moved here to start working so I could start making some money, and she stayed there. So we are in a long distance marriage, and it's not been easy, but I'm thankful for things like FaceTiming, and even though it's Christmas time, like we can still get a hold of each other and do something like make a gingerbread house. Whoa, as I slide on the road here. We can still make a gingerbread house. We can still make cookies over FaceTime and like do stuff, which is nice. So it's kind of a weird situation. A lot of people would say like, why get married if you know you're going to be in distance for 6 months? But we really wanted to get married, and I'm glad we did. The timing was perfect. I do not regret it. But it is sad that like this whole Vlogmas experience is pretty much just me. Like she doesn't get to be a part of it very much. So by FaceTiming her, it gives her a chance to be there in a way, which is cool. So we're gonna have a little friendly competition. I just went to Walmart and picked up my ingredients. She has hers, so we need to make these houses. All right, here's the game plan, Lou. Listen closely. I'm gonna make a gingerbread house with Syl. Hurricane Lou cannot show up, okay? I even bought a pre-built house hoping that maybe she'll just not destroy it, but there's always that potential that she's just gonna jump up there and just boom. So wish me luck. So we got the pre-built ones mainly because it's a lot of work to try and like, you know, get it to stay without it collapsing, which is my downfall every time. We are gonna make a gingerbread house together, even though we're 7 hours apart. So we have our matching things here. Our parameters for this are gonna be 30 minutes. Agreed?
Yeah.
And we were allowed to pick out 2 additional decorations because it doesn't come with much. It comes with like 3 little things and frosting. So, Sylvia, tell us what you picked out for your 2 items from Walmart. Any 2 items to add to your gingerbread house.
Okay, so I kept trying to find like little trees, and then I was looking in the candy aisle, and I was like, oh my gosh, what if I have little people?
Oh, nice. That's really creative.
So I'm hoping there's like a green and a red one in there so I can like have little people.
Okay.
And then I just got more frosting or more icing.
Nice. So those were her 2
but
items
they
she
were
picked.
You were supposed to get like tips for it, so I'm gonna have to use like plastic bags, and hopefully that works.
That'll work. All right, for me, I picked out little stars and these candy things.
Cute.
So I picked out these bad boys. Number 2, which plays into the whole creative idea of what I'm trying to accomplish here, I picked out these gummy tree and snowmen.
Oh, nice.
May the better architect win. I'm about to start the timer. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. How are we doing over here?
I am feeling pretty good.
Okay.
I'm just working on icing, which is like the white icing, making it look all snowy like, which is actually like the hardest part. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Same. Totally same. Really working on my icing skills here. Okay, this is all the icing I have left. I want to do more on the roof right here, but I don't know if I have enough icing or what else I should focus on, but I think right now we're just gonna try and use every last bit of icing. Right now we're looking like a minimalistic house. Officially 5 minutes left, bakers. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds left. Put your final touches on there. I'm gonna get these things here and I hope these stay. These are toppling over, so this is turned into like leaves or grass or something. This is the end of the frosting, I think. A little more. Okay. I'm stopping there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just kidding. You better put your finishing touches on.
Okay. 2 more seconds.
1, 2.
Okay.
Mine is called Cozy Airbnb Cabin in the Woods. Here's our drone footage flying over. We walk in through this walkway I have paved for you, right up to this amazing door with snow dripping off it. That's not messy icing, it's just snow. Then you go through the forest here. Ooh, look, someone built a snowman. This is a melted snowman, it looks like. Then we fly around back very quickly. Don't look too fast at the icing. And we come over here. 2 more snowmen, and then a back door. Oh, look at the greenery. Don't even worry about the icing up here. And then stuff on the top with lights. Those aren't just star candies, those are lights. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan's cozy Airbnb cabin in the woods. Wait, yours is so much cooler than mine. What?
Okay, here we go. This is called Snowy Falls. You enter this little cabin with gummies that were supposed to be people but ended up being a pathway because they didn't look like people. And then you go up to this cute little door with a nice little wreath and some snowfall on top. You can see you in the background. And then we come over here and we've got some nice windows and some, that's not shutters, that's just a roof and a plain back, so ignore that. And that is it. That is Snowy Falls, ladies and gentlemen.
Dang it, why are girls so good at keeping a steady hand when they're doing that piping? Okay guys, there are our final products. You guys have the power to decide who wins and who loses. No offense, but this is my channel, so I wouldn't pick me as a loser. That's my thing I wanted to say. That was fun though. That's like the closest her and I can do to an actual Christmassy date. Obviously, next year when she's here for Christmas full time, we'll be able to just do a Vlogmas and do all this stuff together and then some more stuff. But I'm kind of just being as creative as I can be as somebody who's stuck in his house by himself. Well, I guess I have that cat, that creepy cat too. Overall, those are super fun. Vote in the comments. Who won? My cabin or Sylvia's cabin? Both available on Airbnb. Hers is $400 a night. Mine's $350 a night. I don't have Wi-Fi and I have bed bugs, but keep that in mind. The last thing I want to talk about for the video, that was the question of when should you replace your running shoes? And I didn't even really think about this until recently. Answer I found was 200 to 500 miles. So I went back on Strava and I found out that I've ran over 200 miles this year. So I was kind of hoping Santa would bring me a new pair of running shoes for Christmas. We're going to close in on that 300 mark fairly soon, early into the year. Once I get over 300, it's time to probably get a new shoe. So what are 3 shoes I would get if I could get any shoe right now? Number 1, I would get these right here. I would get the Saucony Men's Endorphin Shift 3s. I don't know why the names have to be so long like that. I have another pair of Sauconys right now and I love them. These look like a really stylish shoe I would wear. I like the brand and I've heard a lot of good reviews about these. Second shoe I would get the New Balance SC Trainer V2. I think it's just cheaper than the V3 and I don't see much of a difference from what I can find. Maybe there is one if I'm missing it. Lastly, because I'm running a trail run this April, I do want to invest in some trail running shoes. I trust the brand Saucony. These are only $54 and they're on sale right now on Amazon. This is one I would consider just based off reviews and then my own experience owning some Saucony shoes. But again, thanks for watching, and here is my creepy cat. So, until next time, ho ho ho, and have a Merry Christmas in 22 days.